evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our annual Spencer High School Spring Band Concert. The program was opened this evening with a spirited march by the former Director of Bands at Buena Vista College, Mr. W.B. Bill Green. La Roquina, a Spanish-style composition, was published in 1962. Our overture for this evening was composed during the summer of 1983 at the Banff Center for the Performing Arts in Alberta, Canada. Douglas Akey, the composer, was the 1985 winner of the American School Band Directors Association's Stanbury Award as the Outstanding Composer for Concert Band. We now present Cascade River Overture. Our next offering consists of 6 pop tunes made popular in the 1930s and the 1950s. In the Mood, which opens and closes the arrangement, was popularized by Glenn Miller in the 1930s. The rest of the tunes, Rock Around the Clock, Hound Dog, Shake, Rattle, and Roll, All Shook Up, and At the Hop, are all 50s favorites popularized by Bill Haley and the Comets, Elvis Presley, and the Shondells. Here is our rendition of Swing the Mood. I suppose I'm the only one here who recognized those tunes in that last group. My mother told me about In the Mood. To close the first half of our concert, we thought you might enjoy hearing 5 of our fine brass players. Scott Martin and Justin Thomas are on trumpet. Jenny Phelps and Ryan Clark play French horn and trombone, respectively. And Dave Hartzell is our tubist in this brass quintet feature titled The Liberty Bell March. We're going to invite you to stand up and stretch for a minute while we get things reorganized here a little bit, and then we will have the presentation of our annual awards.
However, before doing that, may I tell you that when we put the program together, all the little X's and O's get placed on there, so if your senior doesn't seem to have a spot, the star or whatever it is behind his or her name, that was done originally, but somewhere in the process, a few of them got left off. Parents, don't worry. We do know that those kids are seniors, and as far as I know, they're all passing, so I don't want you to have any great qualms about that. We've made it again to nearly the end of yet another exciting school year for our SHS band program. Since last August, we've held a 3-day skills camp and a 3-day marching camp, marched at 5 home football half-times, marched at the 50th anniversary Clay County Fair Parade, received a Division II rating at state marching contest, missing a Division I by just 0.3 of a point. We performed a very successful winter concert and earned 30 Division Is, 37 Division II, and 11 Division III ratings at state solo and ensemble contest. Our jazz band received a Division II at state jazz band contest, but not only did we receive a Division I at the ILCC Jazz Fest, but we brought home a 3rd place trophy in that event from among 12 bands in our 3A competition. We're very proud of that. Outstanding Soloist Awards were also earned at ILCC by Brian Peterson on drums and Scott Martin on trumpet, and our trombone players received an Outstanding Section Award as well. During the year, we have also provided buglers for funerals and for Flag Day and music for many churches, the Senior Center, the American Legion, and several service clubs. We have provided music for basketball and wrestling events, and on Friday we will participate in the state large group contest in Lamar's. We still have several major events left before we take a summer break, including a fine arts assembly in which we will play for the student body, a short concert prior to the commencement exercises, the annual Memorial Day parade on Monday, May 31st, and the Flag Fest parade on Saturday, June 12th. The mark of the esprit de corps of this group of musicians is shown in that the majority of these young people will march for their community in both of these important events. The backing received from both parents and students when it is time to perform in concert or on the march is truly pleasing to the band director and a mark of this fine community. We are pleased with the commitment, loyalty, and support we receive from all of you. Self-discipline is at the center of music and performance, just as it is in every aspect of education. Mortimer Adler, one of America's top educators, said recently, and we quote, "Music and mathematics go hand in hand for the intellectual stimulation of our young people," end of quote. Without some manner of discipline, we would be unable to play an instrument, sing, or pass other academic courses, be successful in sports, or do much of anything. We believe our music programs, both vocal and instrumental, are second to none and equal by few in our state, and as a result of our music programs, we are better citizens and consumers of music. May we say again how pleased we are with the cooperation and commitment received from our administrative staff, our Board of Education, our teaching and support staff, and the Spencer Band Boosters, and from parents and band members as well. Now I would like to ask Mrs. Ryan to call the names of our senior band musicians, and we'll ask them to stand in turn and be recognized. Many of our seniors have received their chenille letter last year or 2 years ago as a sophomore, so we will present previous letter winners with a longevity bar signifying 1 more year of successful participation in the SHS bands. We will present the longevity bars a bit later when we have returned to our band room. And now, the awards.
Those who previously earned their letters are, and I will please ask you to hold your applause because we have several of them and we'd like to get them all. Jen Carlson, Josh Cook, Jan Dock, Ryan Dotson, John Duncan, Kim Gaston, Chris Gaston, David Hartzell, Angela Hillpiper, Lane Eibel, Alan Johnson, Jason Krebsbach, Jeff Kuiper, Angie Lawson, Scott Martin, Andrea Osterberg, Brian Peterson, Kara Shively, Jason Taylor, and Aaron Woods. Those who will receive their letters this evening are Jeff Martin and Dale Meyer. Please join me in a round of applause.
I would like to say just a word or two, if I may, off the cuff, that these are wonderful young people to work with. Sometimes we as teachers wonder if the parents are sending us the very best that they have from home, but I know that you are, and these are very, very fine young people. Our seniors have provided some leadership for us this year, as they always do. They've been very cooperative and attentive, and they've helped me personally, and I would like to have you give them one nice big round of applause for me. We have some special awards now, and the first of these, each year the First Chair of America Award Foundation allows us to present an award to an outstanding first chair player within our band. Since this year we have several capable first chair players, we are allowed to present two such awards to two senior band members. And it is my pleasure to present this award certificate, which reads as follows. Certificate of Recognition, First Chair of America, certifies and is recognized as one of the outstanding high school musicians in America and is a section leader in the Spencer High School Band for the year 1992-93. And these are made out for Jennifer Dock and Jeff Kuiper. Jennifer and Jeff, would you come up, please? And we next present an award, which is given in remembrance of a wonderful youngster who loved to play jazz and was very good at it. To help preserve Pete Hanson's love for jazz, his parents established a fund so that an aspiring young musician from among our band members might receive financial assistance in order that they might attend a summer jazz camp. This year's recipient plans to attend the Reggie Shive Jazz Camp in June, and we are happy to present the Pete Hanson Certificate and the cash award to Sam Larson. Sam's a freshman, by the way. Sam? Our next award is presented with permission of the Iowa Bandmasters Association and is given in recognition of strong leadership, loyalty, and service. This year's recipient qualifies in each of these areas and has done an outstanding job of leading both our jazz and concert band saxophone sections. She has been very successful as a contest soloist and ensemble participant, and is with much pleasure that I present the Iowa Bandmaster Award of Merit to Jen Carlson. Jen? We like to honor a student each spring who has done top quality work in our jazz bands as a soloist, leader, and member. This year's recipient is a steadying influence from behind his instrument, is an outstanding technician and player, and has added greatly to the jazz bands in the forms of improvisation and leadership. It is with much pleasure that we present the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, which consists of a certificate and desk piece, I bet she's going back to that, to Mr. Brian Peterson. Brian? The United States Marine Corps allows for the presentation of an annual award, which is called the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence. Semper Fidelis translates into Always Faithful and typifies our student recipient for this year in every respect. Our winner is a leader in his class, is an outstanding student, and is most deserving of this high honor. May we read the award. Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence by the United States Marine Corps Youth Foundation Incorporated and the Marine Corps League in recognizing diligence, dedication, and musical excellence as a performing high school bandsman and soloist. And we present this award to Mr. Scott Martin. Scott? Our final student award is the top award which any senior may receive upon graduation from his or her high school band program. and it is named after the March King, John Philip Sousa. Our recipient is a leader by example. He has performed admirably in concert, marching, jazz, and pep bands. Though he was not destined to make the All-State Band, he was nonetheless first chair in the Northwest Iowa Bandmasters Band, and in so doing, set above the All-State entrant from Northwest Iowa, who was in the same section with him. It might be said that the bassoons, bass, and contra clarinets, string basses, bari saxes, and tubas don't get no respect in the concert band. The fact is, we would sound totally without balance and blend as a band without these important instruments and the very important people who play them. Makes it particularly satisfying to all of these sections when one of their own receives an important award like this. So, it's with much pleasure that we present the John Philip Sousa Award to this year's recipient, Mr. David Hartzell. Dave? Our final award goes to two people who have given very freely of their time and energies during the past 2 years while they served as our Band Booster presidents. I know they would like for me, however, to introduce the other hard-working Booster board members before we present this award. This year's board has included Tom and Becky Detmer. I wonder if you folks would stand, please. Gary and Ann Martin, Lanny and Joanne DeYoung, Cheryl Keepers, Vicki Johansson, Sally Phelps, Robin Cooper, Marcia Heimgartner, and Ann Vandehar. All you folks on your feet, let's give a nice big round of applause. Those of you who serve on boards and things probably are aware of the remuneration the school board receives and folks like this receive, and that was just what they got. A nice big round of applause, and it's very much appreciated. These folks do a lot of work, they do a lot of fundraising for us, and we're really pleased to have had them on the board this year. They've done an excellent job for us. And we have one more Good-Natured Award, which we present annually to our Band Booster co-presidents. Now, they retired last year. Maybe you didn't know that, but they came back from retirement to serve one more year. Actually, it's a 2-year program, and I gave them the award last year, and I shouldn't have, so they'll have enough now to paper 2 walls. So this is the official Harry L. Dinkle Band Booster Award, presented to Ron and Barb Mutual, and hereby noted and unintended for service above and beyond the outrageous demands of the band director, if that's possible, without the loss of cheerful disposition or good looks, as an outstanding band booster for the fantastic Spencer High School Band, and presented the 5th of May, 1993 AD after Dinkle. And it's signed by Harry L. Dinkle, who's the world's greatest band director, and yours truly, the second greatest band director, or something like that. Ron and Barb Musil, where are you? Up here for us?
Okay, I'm standing up here right now before you in front of, maybe about 19 seniors on behalf of them, to give Mr. Ryan, what do you think I was going to call it? Okay, just a little thanks for, being there for us and helping us through for, the past 4 years, and yelling at us, screaming at us, all getting step, and, well, we got in step, I guess. Or at least, hopefully we did. So, make a long story short, Mr. Ryan, thanks a lot for being there for the past 4 years. You mean a lot to us, and there you go. Okay, as long as I'm up here, Mr. Ryan asked me to do something. It's been a tradition in our Spencer High School band to tell a story every time someone has a birthday. Well, he just sort of informed me today, right now, so I'm just gonna give me a minute to make something up. Okay, I'll try. Okay, well, today I was coming to band for the concert, and I was going kind of fast, and well, I hit an old lady, and darn it, but it was her fault because, well, she was trying to cross on the red. So, as I was waiting for the police and everything to come up, look at Mrs. Reed, she's like, okay. I went over to the front of my car where I hit this lady, and the walker that she had, all bent up. And it was kind of weird because it like made stuff, because it like bent in with the fender in my car, well, what am I saying, fiberglass in my car. And it said that it was Jen Doc's birthday, so I was wondering if you guys could all, you know, help us sing happy birthday to Jen Doc.
Let me lead this. I have a better voice, Alan. Is that a great story? Alan's a great storyteller. There she is. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jen. Happy birthday to you. Someone once said that there are certain things that you never forget about your high school days, and perhaps this will be one of those that's never forgotten. Thank you for being good sports. Thanks, Jen. Happy birthday.
While we're getting ready here for the opening of our second part of the concert, I have a couple of corrections on the program. The Parade of Bands is indeed going to be held on May 11th, but it will be at 7, not 7:30, and you don't want to miss the first half hour. So Parade of Bands, May 11th at 7 at the middle school auditorium. And then also, in case you are parents of anybody who's going to be beginning band this summer, June 14th will be the first day of summer lessons for beginning band members, but it will be at Johnson, not Lincoln. So don't leave your child on the step by Lincoln because it's a long walk. Johnson School is where the beginning lessons will be given this year. Oh, welcome to the second half of our concert. Last year, when we attended the large groups music contest in Lamar's, we discovered that our band would not fit on the stage, so that we could play without elbows in everybody's faces. By the way, that's the reason we are performing in the field house tonight, because our stage at the junior high and middle school has a similar problem. Anyway, this year we decided to play a contest with a somewhat smaller band of 85 members, which is downsized from the normal instrumentation of about 130. We call this group the Contest Band, and we have been rehearsing our 2 contest pieces twice a week for 3 weeks in order to polish the music so that it will please the ears of the contest judges this Friday night. The first of 2 numbers which they will perform for you is a pavane by Gabrielle Fauré. A pavane is described as a stately, baroque dance which reflects simplicity, restraint, and refinement. We present Pavane by Gabrielle Fauré. The second number by the contest band is a fast-paced concert march by the young Dutch composer Jan van der Roost. This piece requires considerable technical skill from all band members and is fast becoming a favorite with concert bands throughout the world. Following this number, the rest of our band members will rejoin us for the remainder of the concert. Here is Mercury by Jan van der Roost. First, to utilize brass and woodwind instruments along with the standard instruments and voices in a rock band. This medley of 3 tunes, which includes Make Me Smile, I've Been Searching So Long, and Saturday in the Park are among the best of Chicago's efforts in the late 1960s and early 70s. The alto saxophone solo in I've Been Searching will be played by Jen Carlson. Now that the band is back to full strength, we present the best of Chicago. Before playing our final number, we'd like to thank each of you for being in our audience this evening. We hope you've enjoyed the band's efforts and that you'll be back again for future concerts. And now, to close our spring concert, we have chosen a beautiful arrangement of Samuel Augustus Ward's America the Beautiful.
Thank you all very much. I'm very proud of our musical organization and hope you're proud of the two parents and those of you who came to listen to us this evening. Thank you very much for coming out. Rick Krebsbach is going to stay and take a picture or two or three of the band.